Promise us, say we go get light and power. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power. Over naira. Still them talk say, make we off mind. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout. Oh, yo, yo, my ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My ego die the political. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. This one not day off in mind. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come. Oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, my egun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Bá ṣe àní Máyégún máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe é.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are joining from. Remember, share this broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, which I'm talking about your frenemies, right? But read the caption of the broadcast first, the description of the broadcast before you do all of that. We will get started in a moment. Please share the broadcast. Thank you. You can't really fight me. And if you want to fight me because you are not the only voice for Nigerians, you would have to wait till 2027 before you can remove me. Join politics. That's what Tinubu just told NLC and all of you. Well, you've heard that the reason why Nigeria economy is crashing is because of Binance. Tinubunomics. Thank you so much. Read it and share it as you are joining us. We will be starting in a moment, okay? Please. Today. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live. The economists put together by Tinubu, running the abracadabra on your lives and your future. Last 2 weeks or so, they were after the BDCs, the Bureau de Change. Then last week, it was the turn of the Binance, and it is the news everywhere now. Some people have used Binance to steal Nigeria money, converted them into crypto, and saved them away. So the solution to save Naira now, more than ever, ban Binance. For some reason, the Binance executives were invited to Nigeria, and Ribadu, who they met, who happened to be the National Security Advisor of Nigeria, looking into this financial whatever, right? They said when these guys got to Abuja, Ribadu asked them, we need you to open your back end and show us all the details of Nigerians who have used Binance. All the details of Nigerians who have used Binance in the last 7 years. And those who are using it right now. And that is the only way we can unban it. And in fact, you are not leaving this place until you show us that. So they want the back story. They want the background of all of you who have ever used Binance, and see those who possibly took away some money, stolen money, they say. But we will come back to that. Today, or should we say from yesterday, Tinubu was in Ondo State to go and see the wife of Akeredolu, the widow, Akeredolu's widow. And I think I'm going to start from there, because it was after that, it went straight to Lagos, and then something happened in Lagos. Let's first get this. That's Koolu yesterday to go and see the wife or the widow of Akeredolu, the late governor, former governor of Ondo State. Then afterwards, it was to go to Lagos to go and inaugurate. I even put commission. Commission is when something is completed, Abi. No, it is to inaugurate and sign the papers for the beginning of their red line, the metro train line in Lagos. You know, they've done the blue line, okay? But that itself is not really actually completed. But again, they've done the blue line. Now, the extension of that is the red line, just like red, blue. So the red line was inaugurated by Tinubu today. And that was where he told everyone that just similar thing, okay? I know your problems. I know you are hungry, but don't worry. And all of that stuff. I can't really quote him until we all kind of hear from him, okay? So we'll come back to that. Just a few days ago, these guys were telling you that they were implementing the Oronsaye's report. And a lot of you who have actually raised dust, including myself, believe that's just a simple distraction, or is a tissue of lie. Because these guys, if they say they are implementing a part of a report that advised that they should cut down the cost of governance, release enough fund that will go into capital project development and all that, not just funding personnel and overhead cost and all, cut down the cost. So if you are somebody who is planning to do that genuinely, you must be able to, if you have done your homework very well, you must be able to say, okay, this is the number of unnecessary duplicated agencies or ministries or whatever that shouldn't even exist. So we're scrapping them entirely. All right. And for those you have employed and the rest of them, tell them to go and look for something else to do. But that can't work in Nigeria. So what did Tinubu do? Because they are still kind of, bloating the civil service, even though Nigeria has no real money to pay them. Okay. But every now and then, politicians will pump in their own loyalists all over the place. Even if they have to create a new agency or a new ministry for them, just put them there. They don't have to add any value. Just give them job and all that. So Tinubu, who is not really saving anything, can't tell you how much reduction this report is going to achieve. How much money is it going to save? That's why I love all this part of the world. They will give you numbers you can question, numbers you can actually probe, where you can even follow the money. So they are not interested in that. So when he left Akure, he was in Lagos, and Orosanye reports in the gutters. See Tinubu. Onosaye's report in the gutters. They don't practice what they preach. You see those ones on the right in that traffic jam or traffic lockdown. There were those who paid the tax. There are those who paid the ones on the left. So because the one on the left went to go and visit a widow and he was returning back to Lagos, the lives of the people in Lagos that hour or those hours were put, and that's like a regular, by the way, like it's normal. So let me show you again. The ones on the right who are walking and being taxed to death are those who are locked down and stagnant, and the ones who are living off the ones locked down, they deserve the free road because they are working. See that again. Oronsaye's report, cutting down the cost of governance. Just like that. But they are cutting cost. Keep following. So that in that Lagos, it was there. The reason why they kept all of them is just to come around and help them turn the sword to say, we are going to now begin the construction of the red line. It took them 15 years to even get the half completed the blue line that is their first part, phase 1, blue line. It took them 15 years from Fashola. Because in Fashola, they built the bridges. Amber, they came, they built more bridges. Come put cover on the bridges. That's a track, the blue lane, right? And then Amber, they also started building some terminals. Then Soweku came, and he brought in the coaches. Yeah, he brought in the coaches, he brought in the tracks, and then in fact, he managed to use generator to start to launch it for a while because it was meant to be running on electricity, by the way. I don't think it is running on electricity right now. But anyway, we've seen that it took them a while. So just to come around and say, we are going to now start the red line, that's why they have to put them through all of that. See, I'm not complaining for you, because if you're not complaining, I'm not. I'm just kind of admiring the life you are being subjected to, that is more or less like, what can we do? There's nothing we can do. Anyway, Koolu finally arrived at the place. But meanwhile, Madam, okay, I'm coming on. They say, Madam, the same people who are supposed to kind of be the supposed beneficiaries of Tinubu's working reform. I'll come back to them, but let's go and hear him first. I promise you this, and it's actually like a caveat, like warning. Please don't listen to this video like you wanted to listen to somebody who is saying no. The person you're about to watch now is completely insane, and is the president of another insane country populated by insane people. So do not let it sort of reduce your brain capacity or burn your fuse. Just watch it like you are watching a clown, but listen very carefully as well.
Choice is right now. I live with it. I asked for this job. I cannot complain. It's all about democracy. But this revolution that is started, these reforms that is ongoing, we're not looking back. Because it's about people. The engineering, reconstruction, reaffirmation of our pledge to be loyal to our country. That's one thing I know, definitely, is that there's a very bright light at the end of the tunnel. I agree. Smugglers will fight back. Corruption will fight back. We will fight them to ruin. Corruption will go away. Save the money for you to educate our children, to pay for the healthcare system of our people, to pay for modern transportation system that work for highest number of people, not just few smugglers and bootleggers. The fight is on. We'll be on it. We're not looking back. Thank God, Tamada as a public sector institution and Lagos State as a subnational government are both strong and constant. Constant reminders that true change is possible. I speak to Nigerians through this podium that change is possible and change we must achieve. Progress we must achieve. It's not about single individual. It's about the highest growing population in the world. Out of every 5 individual black-colored people is a Nigerian. We cannot afford to relax the budget population. We must plan and prepare for it. We must be committed to great value. And this economy, we will grow it. We will feed ourselves out of the penury, and we'll be happy that we did it. taking a closer look at working on aviation. What is our problem? If it is corruption, we must exterminate it. No matter how hard it is fighting back, no to corruption. We must adhere to our pledge. Patriotism, perseverance.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
And this, I wasn't even laughing. Like somebody was, see, our lady there, my lady, Liz Dada, she was like, this is sad. Very sad. But that is their press idiots. So he just told them that there is no going back. All these things, they have to endure it. See, mommy, and you're part of Tinubu.
Oh, ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ kí ló kàn yín mà?
Orúkọ mi fún Láyọ̀.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ jà búláwà yìí.
Ìtòkù náà ni.
Ìtòkù. Ló bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ mẹ́ta fún Tinubu.
Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ ká ní kó pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ n rí. Láyé mi. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ n rí. Mi ò jẹun àárọ̀ fi pàtẹ́wọ́. Tinubu kọ́. Tinú odò ni. Fi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ n rí láyé mi. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ pàdé àgbà kò mi ní rírú ẹ̀ láyé mi.
Mọ́mí kí ló dé lè pàtẹ́wọ́?
Mi ò lè pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu o. Ọmọ mẹ́fà mo bí. Ráìsì 2.5 ike kan òyò wa. Àti bàbá àti ìyá wa. Ike kan òyò wa dẹ̀ ràn 3,000 naira. Gàrí kóńgò kan òyò wa 1,000 naira. Ṣé Tinubu ra rú ẹ̀rí láyé ẹ̀? Ẹ já bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu o.
Mọ́mí nínú ráìsì kan, báàgì ráìsì kan àti Tinubu tàlẹ́ máa mú.
Màá mú báàgì ráìsì kan. Màá mú báàgì ráìsì kan máa fi Tinubu lẹ̀. Èmi ò bínú sí Tinubu mi ní tó ṣe ò dáa o. Ó kù ó kọ lọ́hùn. Ó kù ó kọ lọ́hùn kí n tèmi láti mú Tinubu. Ṣóore ló ṣe mí ni. Òṣìṣẹ́ dàbí ọ̀lẹ ṣóore ló ṣe mí. Àpò tùràrí tí mò ń ta yìí. Mo rà 10,000 tẹ́lẹ̀ lásìkò Tinubu ó di 100,000, 150,000. Mi ò lè pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu o. À ń jẹun alẹ́ mọ́. Tá a bá ti jẹ tààrọ̀ ó dẹ̀ dijọ́ kejì. A kì í jẹun alẹ́ mọ́. Kò sóúnjẹ alẹ́ mọ́, gbogbo ọmọ ti rù. Mi ò lè pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu o.
So to those of you who don't understand Yoruba, so it was pretty much like that guy went into town to ask people to please clap for Tinubu. Please, man, can you please clap for Tinubu 3 times? I was like, what? Clap for who? I should clap for Tinubu. Why would I clap for Tinubu? I've got 6 kids. I can't feed them well. We no longer eat dinner. Once you have your breakfast, that's it. The following day until the next day. The guy now asked him if they gave her, ask her if they gave her a bag of rice to choose between a bag of rice and Tinubu. And the woman said, I will choose a bag of rice, of course. Tinubu. Another woman actually said it even better. Sorry, somebody will interpret in the comment section, okay? It's the same thing. They went to turn and said, please, can you please just clap for Tinubu? What do you mean? It's like if you want to provoke people, if you want to really see how people feel, just go into turn and ask them to clap for Tinubu.
Mọ́mí ẹ jẹ́ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ mẹ́ta fún Tinubu.
Kí lẹ wí? Sa ẹ jẹ́ mọ́jẹ̀ wọ̀nyí lépè. Ẹ sún dànù kí n pàtẹ́wọ́ pa mi ara nínú. Kí ló dé kí ló dé ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù. Ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù.
Mọ́mí ẹ káàsán mà.
Ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàsán mà. Ẹ káàsán. Mọ́mí ẹ jẹ́ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ mẹ́ta fún Tinubu.
Kí lẹ wí? Sa ẹ jẹ́ mọ́jẹ̀ wọ̀nyí lépè. Ẹ sún dànù kí n pàtẹ́wọ́ ogún àtọwọ́ ní ń pa. Ṣé ẹsẹ̀ tìlú èbòde ni? Ẹ̀yin wá sí Nàìjíríà fẹ́ kí pàtàkì ọgbọ́n mi ẹ jẹ́ méje kanra mọ́ yín. Ẹ dẹ́kun mo yìí tí ìfọmọ lóye tí ó jẹ ní lẹ́lẹ́ ní tí mọ̀tọ́mọ̀ mi ó jẹ ní mo pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Tinubu ẹ jẹ́ méje ẹ sọ́ra yín ẹ̀yìn ní sọ́ra méje sọ́dọ̀.
Nínú báàgì ráìsì kan àti Tinubu ta lẹ máa mú.
Báàgì àti Tinubu ìmọ̀ ráìsì ní jẹ Tinubu dangéèdì àdìbò fún kò sọ́ra lóore olójú ti Yorùbá olójú ti gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá kárò jíire ebi ìpàdéjà ara ń di òun kò dẹ̀ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yẹ ká gbogbo táwọn sílẹ̀ ká mọ̀ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ni o ṣẹ́yìn òsì Nàìjíríà ni ẹnìkan débi láwọn ẹni sọ bú ẹkún ni ọlọ́run àtẹlẹ́jẹta ní ibẹ̀ lóun látẹlẹ́jẹta ọdún fún ọmú nínú bíbá yìí ni látẹlẹ́jẹta lòun ti jẹ nǹkan ó bú ẹkún bíbá yìí ni kò sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bí ó ta 5 naira ó di wàsó ẹyọ kan kò tún sí ẹjẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tá a bá ń ṣe bí pẹ̀lú o ẹbí pẹ̀lú kò sí kankan abẹ́lú bọ́kàn di 1,000 abẹ́lú táwọn ọ̀dẹ́ ní àtàǹkì gbẹ̀pọ̀ wọn abẹ́lú táwọn ọ̀dẹ́ ní àtàǹkì gbẹ̀pọ̀ wọn ó di 1,000 naira ẹ ṣàánú ẹ̀kú ní ẹbí pẹ̀lú o ọmọ lọ sí sùkúù mọ́ òkùnkùn wọn kọ́ o epo wọn gbogbo ẹ̀wọ̀n epo wọn lẹ́sìn sí àtà ló wọ́n epo wọn lẹ́sìn sí àtà ló wọ́n ẹ̀wọ̀ ìfẹ́ gbèjà ní ìsín o ẹbí abẹ́wò Ọlọ́run o ọkọ̀ sànù ọmọ Yorùbá tá a dìbò fún o wọ́n dìbò fún tó wí fún akọ́ni ìṣe yìí o wọ́n dìbò fún o ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́ ṣàánú wa o ará nílùú o yìí tí ì jẹ àárọ̀ o.
bàbá ní kẹ́ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ ipò àwọn máa ṣe wọ́n.
kọ́ fọkàn balẹ̀ ọjọ́ tẹ́yìn tí ì jẹ àárọ̀ ẹ̀ ní kí lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ nílò fọkàn bókè. wọ́n èyí tí ì jẹ àárọ̀ o ebi ń pa mi ará nílùú kí ló dé kí ló dé ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù.
mọ́mí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́.
The woman is so dramatic. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. So they asked her to give Tinubu 3 claps. 1, 2, 3. And then she just led up like, you better don't let me say any horrible thing to you, please. Don't let me curse you. Be careful. Clap for who? The other day, one man came here. He was crying. He said he hasn't eaten for 3 days. Yeah, asking us to clap for Tinubu, clap for Tinubu, clap for. Don't let me. I'm hungry and I'm angry. Oh, they said Tinubu disgraced them. He really disgraced Yorubas. Yorubas voted for him, and look at all of that's what the woman was saying. But again, Koolu said "Elo fọkànbalẹ̀." Somebody told him "Elo fọkànbalẹ̀" means go and relax. Everything is going to be fine. Just relax. Now, if you tell people to relax now, they will say, so we should relax and just die. Anyway, back to Lagos. After all of that said, right? There's no going back, it's already told you. So whatever you have now, just hold on to it. What is coming? What is still coming? I don't know how to describe it. I keep saying it to you. It's not because I want that to happen to you. No. You will never wish what is coming on Nigerians, on your worst enemy. I don't know how to say it to you, but since people are always like, you just make us so depressed. You make us so sad. The whole truth, the way you describe things and the way you show things, you make us so okay. Make people no come carry my name, enter hellfire when they die. Because right now, so many things can kill you in Nigeria, even without them touching you. Trust me. I don't want people to die and get to there and say, I was thinking about it when I watched my Egun's Diary last night. I became so drenched in it that I didn't know when I lost my life and I appeared here. So I don't want you to put it on me. I'm serious. And that is why I can only, I can only try to see if you will be kind of awake enough based on the available information to you. Probably you'll be able to sort of change the course of your own destiny because your original destiny go. This guy is done mortgage ammo even without touching you. You don't say they say evil people when you go to your church or you go to the mosque or you go to all these places where you shall go pray. They say you are trying to avoid evil people. People where they steal people glory. They say, how come? Don't touch my head, though. Don't touch my head, though. They know they touch our head in our house. So, sorry, why? Why can't somebody touch your head? No, it's a taboo in our house. You cannot touch our head, though. I say, but why? Do you know why somebody can't touch it? Because we don't want anybody to steal our glory. Abba, later. I mean, when I was a young boy, I believed that so much. I know a lot of you also believe that too when you were growing up. That people could steal your glory. They could just do, hey, they don't take harm. You were supposed to be a doctor. You could just end up as conductor. You were supposed to be engineer. You could just end up as what did they call him? Kaya. They don't steal his glory. They stole his glory. But we didn't know that the real people that steal our glories, our future, are the criminal politicians who continue to ensure that the space of opportunities in Nigeria continue to shrink and shrink and shrink. That is why person will go school, graduate, the ride Okada. Graduate, person will go school, go study for 4 years, come they sell groundnut. wearing suit and tie. They say it's packaging. We didn't know that our future, we were young. We didn't know that our future is what these guys were toying with. But they were telling us that evil people will steal our glory. Evil people will steal your this. Evil people can kill you. So many people died. They died of treatable diseases simply because they had no access to healthcare. They had no access to proper diagnostic centers. They have no enough money to even care for themselves or take care of themselves. They died. My mother lost about 3 kids when I was growing up. Yeah, she lost about 3 kids. And guess what? Every time she lost a kid, every time she loses a kid, people will tell her and say, that's not your child. The child is not ready to come. Abikuni. When you have another child, what we are going to do is that we will mark the child. So if that one die, when it goes back to his mate, in the middle of the earth and heaven and earth, so that is where the Abikus. What is does Abiku have English name? Ogbanje is the Igbo for Abiku. Abiku is a child that dies before the naming day, the naming ceremony 8 days, or the one that dies before they turn 5 years, or they died at childhood. They say Abiku niwon. My mom still suffered that. And she believed it until her death. That those children, in fact, there are some of my own siblings that my mom believed that they came back. Nobody told my mom what was wrong with her. What was wrong with the kids? The kids that were dying then. Nobody did anything on it. They just concluded Abiku niwon. And that's it. They say, and come on, follow more. We don't count kids we know they count children for their parent too. If I say, how many kids do you have? We know they count children for parents. We did not know that their failure to provide adequate healthcare facilities, healthcare system to care for every person. Their own families were going abroad to have all the proper antenatal and every care. But my own mother could only make do with whatever was available for her to her then. She lost 3 that I know of. I would just be crazy. I was a little boy. But we believed they were Abiku. They were this, they were that. There are so many people suffering that today in Nigeria, and they still believe. There are so many of you that grew up believing that somebody is going to steal your future. Somebody is going to steal your glory. Your mama's senior wife. Your papa's second wife. Your mama's fourth junior wife. They are the ones who are doing everything to change your glory. You were not paying attention to the criminal politicians. You were not paying attention. And that's why a lot of you grew up to become so superstitious today. Do you understand? But that's just a little bit of a digression, okay? Let's go back to that Lagos. What did they commission in Lagos today? Like, what did they really do that caused all that discomfort for you today? You want to see it? Somebody showed me this. This is what they went to the terminal, okay? And then they're going to start constructing the rail, okay? Take a look. That's what they went to commission in Lagos, okay? Meanwhile, this was like signing papers. So normal, now waiting then go do be that. Something will be say they fit do inside Sanwo-Iku's surface. But no. Sanwo-Iku, Governor Point and Kill, Ade Gator, decided to throw a jamboree for Tinubu because he no get anything anyway to show. Signing papers, so. Anyway, Koolu, they now took Koolu, they say, Koolu, come and cut the tape where they take tie the paper for that terminal for Ikeja. And there was on a beat, as usual, you know now. Jagun. So he met all the Chinese working with Sanwo-Iku. Somebody said that probably would take another 10 years. Well, that would be great if they can do that in 10 years. I actually want them to complete that blue line. Because listen to me. Anyone who has lived in Lagos or living in Lagos, understanding the revenue accrued to Lagos monthly, you will know that Lagos as a city, the most populated city or state in the entire Nigeria. I know. That's a factor. Lagos is the most populated. Meanwhile, 40 years ago, 42, 43 years ago, it was muted that Lagos should have had metro line as far back as 42, 43 years ago. I mean, the latest could have been like, let's say, 35 years ago, latest, when Jack Ondo drew the Lagos master plan, the real one, that Tinubu continued to mouth around. And rather, this Jack Ondo as well, they also muted the idea of the fourth mainland bridge. If Babangida no construct that third mainland bridge, I swear, now on top Lagos, Eco Bridge, all of Nago, when they try enter island, come out for island. You have no idea. Sure you get. But the moment the Sanwo-Iku sort of opened up that blue line before the other stories that later, somebody said now diesel engine that they ride on top of now. They are just improvising. The project is uncompleted, but it has been commissioned about 2 times. Bokwari commissioned it 2 times. But I mean, come on, if you have been in Lagos, you will say transportation, if they can kind of get, easy mass transport system or easy mass transportation system, like rail, train that run through the metropolis and all of that, probably that would be something you would say, yeah, it may be chaotic, but at least you can get from point A to point B without stress. When I saw it, I was happy for all of you in Lagos. Seriously. Now, okay, they have taken a little part of the money they are taking from you. They have not, even though they actually borrowed money to do it too, right? But they said they've managed to take some of your money to say they want to do that. Finally, unfortunately, the news that followed it was like the same news. Mayegun, the more you look, the less you see. Mayegun, the more you look, the less you see. You know that?
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
So that's why you can't trust them. So when they brought Koolu out to come and cut tape, I don't know what they brought him out to do by any means, right? But eventually it was brought out, and I think I have a copy of that. That's just walking.
Listen.
Please, cameras. Please, clear view for cameras.
And when it was done, he just left for Doha, where their contingent as well are the same people who are cutting down costs or on science reports, okay? So yeah, he left for Doha. He will see you later. Then we can go back to Ribadu and Binance. Story here deep. So he will see you later. So let's come back to Binance. Like I said, you remember when hang on. You have, if you have been following these rogues in the last 9 months, they seems to have blamed a lot of people except themselves. However, the economy of Nigeria, which was already tanked when Bokwari was leaving, Bokwari and his lieutenants, they are all enjoying their loot as we speak. And there is no chance in this world that a dime is going to ever be gotten back from them, ever. Because as it is now, it will have to be another way around. And from their own discovery, they believe that if American government could find the Binance over $4 billion, for not following their anti-money laundering law, so they fine them greatly. So if the UK government could also fine them hundreds of millions of pounds for ignoring or violating the money laundering laws in the UK, if the Indians and the Indian government could fine them also billions of dollars for violating their own anti-money laundering law, that makes them the easy target. Yes. Do you know that you can hide your money